Welcome to Upper St. Clair High School, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phil Elias, and this is the opening of the 2016-17 basketball season for your Upper St. Clair Panthers. This is the Model Cleaners Tip-Off Classic. This is the 10th year of the Classic, and as is customary for the past couple of years, Danny Holzer runs his St. Clair Panthers out there against these Monessen Greyhounds, coached by legendary coach Joe Salvini. Just about ready to tip. We got senior guard Darius Radfar, senior forward Gabe Hoy, junior guard Cal Minert. Cal's in the foreground there, number 11. Hoy is the center. And we got number 20, Matthew Kissinger. Matthew's a junior. And number 5, Jack Hansberry's. We're underway. Monessen with the tip. 10, deep 3, no good. That's Corey Fleming. Got a quick foul underneath. A real quick one there. Number 5, Lyndon Henderson, personal foul. First of the game, first of the year, we're underway. St. Clair operating right to left. It's Jack Hansberry will inbound the ball to his counterpart, Darius Radfar. Darius in his senior campaign, longtime basketball player in these parts. Hansberry brings it center court. They find Minert in the corner. 3 falls just a little short. Rebound taken off by Monessen. Monessen travels with the ball and it'll stay here. So Danny runs 2 seniors and 3 juniors out there. Monessen counters with 2 seniors and 3 juniors of their own. Greyhound program, quite a program. A little inbounds play, comes off Minert's fingertips. That's OB on St. Clair. The Greyhounds will set up shop mid-court. Minute and a half gone in the first quarter. 4 quarters, 8 minutes each quarter in high school play. Greyhounds inbound the ball. Minert digs in on defense with a new haircut. Looks like he got that thing trimmed and shined for the opening of his campaign. Good defense, Hansberry. Kissinger takes the rebound off, finds Radfar, far side. Darius brings it back up on top, and they reset with Minert. Minert instructs Kissinger to pop out. Monessen Greyhounds in man-to-man coverage. There's Darius in his happy spot. Takes that 3, no good. Big man Hoy with a rebound, back up on top to Minert. And there you go. Cal Minert good for 3. St. Clair is off to a good 3-0 start. Minert now with the rebound. Playing in transition, finds his teammate Radfar. Hansberry, they try to get it to the big boy down low. Doesn't work, turn it over. Here come the Greyhounds. Greyhounds are going to want to run a little bit tonight. They traveled there. Not at all uncommon to see the Greyhounds open at St. Clair and then finish at what used to be the Palumbo Center for the finals, and now the Peterson Event Center. These Greyhounds, long history of good quality basketball down in the Valley. St. Clair will set up half-court offense, trying to work it down low to Gabe. Doesn't work again. Nice dribble drive. Number 12, Justin Rice. 3-2 St. Clair. 2 minutes gone. Find Kissinger working left side. Hansberry all alone. Jacks the 3. It's good. St. Clair 2 of 4 from the field. They're all from three-point land. They're up for a quick 6-2 start. St. Clair settles in defense. St. Clair also playing man-to-man. Greyhounds working on top. Jordan Rice, a deep 3. It's good. That thing was good from the NBA. That would have been good in San Antonio Spurs, Cleveland Cavaliers. Try to trap Hansberry at the half-court stripe. Nothing doing there. Minert working right side. Finds Radfar all alone. Darius with a 3-bomb. It falls short. Big man underneath working hard for 2. Gabe Hoy is 6'7", I think. If I'm wrong, He's taller. He's a Pitt recruit. Might have got away with a little hold there. 8'7". I think Gabe's still growing. I think he's 6'8" by the time he gets out of here. Gabe is a Pitt recruit. There's Kissinger, the pride of the Sky Ridge, working hard underneath. Matthews going to go for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. But the Hoy kids off to Pitt, play football. And he checks out. Colin McClendon, the sophomore, checks in, as does number 24, Quentin Nelson. Minard hustles back to the block. 10-7 Panthers, 4:47 to play. Kissinger completes the old-fashioned three. It's an 11-7 Panther lead with 4:40 to play. Back come the Greyhounds. St. Clair, three-quarter trap. Switched into that after the three-point play. Good energy here early. Jay Notamore. Greyhounds play fast. Darius tries to find Quentin inside, nothing working. Turnover. Back come the Greyhounds. Chance to tie or take the lead. The time of possession. These Greyhounds don't hold the ball long. They're going to want to shoot. It's Minard's second rebound. I think Minard's got 3 points and 2 rebounds. Nothing doing. Kissinger works. Can't get a rebound. Here come the Greyhounds. Good defense getting back both Minard and McClendon, the sophomore. Missed layup opportunity for Monessen. Minard, nice dribble, Drake, nice take. Left side. 13-9. Minard off to a good fast start. 2 rebounds, 5 points, and 1 new haircut. McClendon takes the rebound off. Here come the Panthers again in transition. Find Quentin Nelson. Nelson is fouled, looks to be on the floor. 3:20 in a quick moving first quarter. 13-9.
His third, team third.
We got sophomore Jesse Farah, number 1, is checked in. And number 5, Jack Hansberry, is also checked in. The Hounds have yet to sub. 13-9, 3:20 to play. Farah up on top. Sophomore seeing his first varsity action. I think may have played as a freshman. Hansberry from 3, falls a little short, gets his own rebound. Goes up and gets fouled. Effort play. Good hustle play. 13-9. Jack will go to the line, shoot 2. And he followed his rebound. And followed his shot, got his own rebound. Good crowd here tonight. Get a chance, we're going to swing this camera over to the student section. I'd introduce you to the cameraman, but there isn't one. If you're watching out there in Pantherland, boosters pay, I think they pay $20 at a kid that wants to do this. Hansberry hits the back end, 14-9. So $20 as St. Clair works in the press, almost turns Monessen over. Monessen breaks the press right to the rim, fouled going up. So if the camera looks a little later off, that's because I'm doing it. If you got a kid that wants to do the camera, we will pay him. The boosters will pay him $20. Number 1, Jaron Youngblood at the line. Shooting 2, he misses the front end. 14-9 USC, 2:56 to play. And this the first quarter of the first game. Danny Holzer's 22nd year. Hansberry with the rebound. Finds Jesse Farah. Hansberry works and is fouled by Youngblood on the floor. Fouls are 4-1, 5-1. Monessen.
Blocking foul, Greyhounds, number 1, John.
Farah checks back out. Radfar checks in. 2:49 to play, 14-9 Panthers lead. McClendon inbounds the ball. Finds Radfar. Radfar working against number 2, Vaughn Taylor. 5'10" guard. Vaughn is a sophomore. Swinging out to Minert. Radford to Hansberry. Hansberry works the middle of the paint. Nothing doing. Monessen's with the rebound. And with a down by 5 with an opportunity to cut. From the 12, Justin Rice with the 12 with a travel. The big man, Gabe Hoy, checks in. The fourth unforced error for the Greyhounds. Turning it over a little bit here in the early going. 14-9 USC. USC's dropped a couple threes. They got the big boy Hoy in there and working it down low. Well, they called a jump ball on that. That's good defense there by number 12. I'm not so sure I agree with the jump ball call. More like a block shot. Possession arrow was in favor of St. Clair. The ball will stay here. And just as soon as the Minor boy with that sharp haircut inbounds the ball, the arrow will switch. Hansberry, left side. And Nelson down low. They call him on a charge.
Offensive foul. Number 24 for St. Clair, Quentin Nelson. His first.
14-9, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. St. Clair sticking with this full press. Let's see. Trying to turn the Greyhounds over. Greyhounds have been a little loose with the ball. It's a deep three. Doesn't work there. Greyhounds will turn it over. Justin Rice, he had a hand in his face. Kissinger checks back in. Nelson checks back out. Coach Holzer mixing them up early here. Using 7-8 person bench. You got McClendon, Nelson, and Farrer on the bench right now with their jerseys off, or with their warm-up jerseys off. Minard up top, he gets fouled. Fouls are 6-2 Monessen, it's early. Monessen's gonna start getting some foul trouble here.
Number 2, Paul Taylor. His second, 16 foul.
Hansberry working against Aldermore. Fies Kissinger. Kissinger to Radford. Radford back to Minard. Minard, nice take. We get that Minard boys scoring like that, we're going to be all set this year.
7 points for Minard.
Well, you got Minard scoring on one side, and then Big Gabe acting like a tall tree on the other side. You got to think that's got to be the formula here to some extent. 16-9 Panther lead. Minard boy off to a hot start. 7 points, 2 rebounds, which now officially in this quarter alone, Kyle Minard has eclipsed his father as an all-time scoring. His father, the great Kurt Minard. Pay more attention to the camera here. Radford, deep three, it's good. Tell you what, I had a quick conversation with Coach Danny Holzer last night as we go to a break. We'll keep the camera here, and we'll swing it over to the St. Clair sideline. Coach Holzer said, told me that this is as tough a starting schedule as he has had in several years. So you got the Monessen Greyhounds, always tough Monessen Greyhounds. They are fixtures in the WPIAL finals. If he wins this game, he'll get CV tomorrow night, Chartiers Valley, who's not a conference opponent anymore. CV has dropped down to 5A. They lose, they're going to get Canavan. Canavan just played. Canavan lost the CV, but Canavan's a good ball club. They got a shooter on that team, number 4, last name Gustine, from a long family. I swear the Gustines have been playing ball over at Canavan for 40 years, but they're a good ball club. So that's their second game. And then a Tuesday night this week, these Panthers will get on a bus and go to Pine Richland. And the Rams of Pine Richland are in 6A. along with St. Clair, 6A basketball team, and are among the favorites to win it all. And I believe their standout baseball or basketball player, Phil Jakovic, is going to play in that game as well. So that's their third game. And then their fourth game is next Friday at home against Trinity. And Trinity could win 4A. That's as tough an opening stretch as St. Clair has had in some time. They'll break. They'll go to Florida. They'll go to Orlando just before the holidays. There's a tournament down there. The team will go down there, and then they'll return for a game 2 days after Christmas against Washington. Prixies, nice steal, Kyle Minor. On December 27th, they play the Prixies as McClendon dribble drives. What happened there? I guess they called it travel. And then conference play open. So we'll know a lot more about this version of the Panthers as they head into conference play this year. 19-9 with 18 seconds left. Monessen does not seem to care about last shot. They seem to care about best shot. They'll find the basket and try to fill it up. It's 19-9. Nelson checks out. It was a foul on him on the floor. 19-9. 10 working. Monessen working with about 8 seconds to play. In the corner, it's Jalen Rose. Good defense. Kissinger gets the rebound, hold it. 19-9 after one. We'll go to a break. Welcome back, Panther fans. Phil Elias bringing you the opener of the 2016-17 Upper St. Clair basketball season. Start this second quarter of play. The Greyhounds will inbound the ball, trailing 19-9. Good quarter by St. Clair. St. Clair pops out with their original five, which is Radford, Minard, Hoy, Hansberry, and Kissinger. Nice pass underneath. Jacob from Winooki.
His first two.
Radford for three. Comes up, hits the front of the iron a little short. That's a travel, folks. Can't go down with the ball. 19-11, fouls are 6-3 Monessen right now. Early in the second quarter, Hansberry tries to find the big underneath. Minard, poke checked away. That's going to be a turnover. Back come the Hounds, trailing 19-11. Joe Salvino is the Monessen coach. Coach Salvino had his Greyhounds in the Whippeal Championship last year. A little better on this camera. 7:16 to play. The Greyhounds seem to want to, early in this second quarter, work inside a little bit.
And those personal foul, number 11, Kyle Minor, his second, team foul, number 4.
Minor with his second foul. He's going to get him a little quality time with Coach Holzer. Jesse Farah checks in, pride of Tall Trees. Jesse Farah had a great football campaign, Jesse did. Corner and a receiver. It's a nice basket. 19-13. Corey Fleming with his fifth. He's feeling a little bit on defense now. And they called that on Fleming. That'll be the seventh. And that will create a one-on-one situation. My man Darius Radfar will find himself on the floor or at the line shooting 1-and-1. 19-13 USC. Radfar's got a bucket today. The scoreboard, and we got a new scoreboard here, by the way. Scoreboard says Radfar has 2. I thought he had a 3 over in that right corner. I need several things this year. I need someone to work this camera, and then I need someone to sit with me and help me work a book on the game, my own book, as Radford hits them both. And then I need a table. Atta boy, look at Farrah get up. Go ahead, Jesse. Jesse creates a turnover, some athleticism. Radford working right side. Finds McClendon, the sophomore. Back to Farrah. Farrah finds Radford right side. You can't give Minor, or I beg your pardon, Kissinger that baseline. He will take it every time. Hansberry pulls it back out and resets. Works the right side to Farrah. Kissinger, tenacious underneath, can't get anything to work. The Greyhounds turn over St. Clair, 21-13, 6:07 to play in the second. Greyhounds deep three. Wasn't there. 21-13. Fouls are 7-4. Let's see if Panthers get more aggressive and attack that rim. Try to generate some free throws. 21-13. USC. Lead in the second quarter. I see the, as I work this camera, our varsity girls just showed up. Varsity girls are 1-0. They beat Hickory, and I can't remember what tournament. So they're here to watch the boys. They're a 1-0 basketball team. 21-13 here. It's 5:39 in the second. St. Clair possession. Radford with some room to operate. Takes it to the rack. And he draws one. So that's going to put Darius a good. Wait a second. Did they call a charge? I beg your pardon. That was a charge on Darius. Good defense turns the Greyhounds over. Panthers sticking to this press. Hansberry for three. Little long, can't get it to drop. Panthers sensing that maybe Monessen a little loose with the ball here this evening. Have worked to a press. They want to pressure these kids. Generate some turnovers they have. It's a big rebound underneath. That's Mark Gibson. Tell you what, I like to put him at right guard. And I don't mean on a basketball floor. Oh boy. Bad camera angle there, but McClendon just bought himself a real relief, forced an out-of-bounds play on Monessen. Inbound the ball to Hoy. Finds Kissinger on top. Kissinger working the right side, can't get anything to fall. Hoy, nothing, not there for the putback. And here come the Greyhounds, still trailing by 8. Under 5 to play in the first half. Minert and Nelson have checked in at the scorer's table. Now, there's the one case where you're not going to shoot 1-on-1. When there's an offensive charge called. And a little bit of a hand there. 8th team foul. Turned him over. 21-13. Minert back in, as is Nelson. McClendon underneath to the tall tree. Hoy. Hoy can't get it to fall. Back come these Greyhounds. Ball's on the ground. Turnover coming back this way. Minert finds Nelson left side. That's good for 2.
At the basket, number 24, Nelson. his first two.
Back come the Hounds, trailing by 10. Biggest deficit of the game. It's getting a little loose here. St. Clair take advantage of this. The Greyhounds turning it over a little bit here in the first half. St. Clair's been there to capitalize. They also have an advantage in fouls. Got an official's timeout. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, we got a score issue. Is there a problem with the score? Clock wasn't running. (23-13) Panthers, 4:02 to play in the first half. McClendon going to inbound the ball. Finds Nelson far side. Quinton works it back this way, and he is fouled going up. 9th team foul for Monessen. Now it's going to get St. Clair to the line. 23-13. USC with a chance to expand. Quentin Nelson, a junior. Quentin came out for football this year. It was good to see him out there. He played D-end and I think tight end on offense. 23-13. Quentin Nelson with a chance to give St. Clair their biggest lead of the night. Misses them both. Greyhounds take the rebound off. And they attack St. Clair. Working right side. Can't get it to fall. Hoy with the rebound. Back comes Radfar in transition on the fast break. Radfar goes right side, dribble drive. They should work it down low. Monessen with 9 team fouls. Next one will send them into the double bonus. 23-13. St. Clair sticking with the press. Monessen passes their way out of the press. It's a long 2. First basket in a while. Cuts the lead to 8. Radfar quickly brings the ball up. St. Clair going to work a little motion here. Swing the ball. See if they can't find a crack in this man-on-man defense that the Greyhounds deploy. Kissinger right side, goes to the rack, can't get anything to fall. Ball's on the floor to the big boy. That's a foul. They roughed the big boy up. That's going to be the 10th. 10th team foul.
His first 10 team fouls. Panthers now shooting a double bonus, 2 shots.
Mark Gibson, who are they calling him?
Gabe Baldwin at the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, they got it right here. Hoy at the line, 23-15 with 3:05 to play in the second quarter. Good crowd, very good crowd. Hoy. Extends St. Clair's lead to 9. We got 3 minutes to play. St. Clair sticks with this press. Greyhounds have had trouble. Turned the ball over.
Greyhounds basket, number 11. Isaiah Adams.
Kissinger working top of the key. Finds the sophomore McClendon. Back to Kissinger to the quarterback, Jack Hansberry. Jack had a great season in his junior campaign in football. Finds Kissinger right side. Kissinger played some will linebacker. And I think they might have had him up on top of the coverage there at that free safety spot from time to time as well. Hansberry goes up, doesn't get a call there. 24-17. The Greyhounds on a little bit of a roll here. They're starting to shoot the ball. We knew they would. 24-19, 2 minutes to play. Lead is down to 5. Farah, left side. Can't get it to fall. Here come the Greyhounds. Down by 5 with a chance to cut. A little kick. Minute 50, a little paces of play is a little frantic. Greyhounds have heated up. They've hit 3 straight field goals. And they've cut the lead to 5. Clock's running, under a minute 50 to play. St. Clair's got to play a little defense here. Maybe the longest possession of the half for these Greyhounds. And they turn it over. Radfar working in transition. Finds McClendon right side in rhythm underneath to the big man Hoy. Hoy goes up, forgot one thing, the ball. Here come the Greyhounds. Back with a minute 20 to play. They want to slow it down now when they get it into the half court. 3 is up and down. And just like that, these Hounds are within 2. A minute 10. And Hoser wants to slow the pace of play down. I don't know if he wants to hold for last shot, but he does want to slow it down. The Greyhounds are going to foul McClendon on the far side. That'll send Collin to the line, shooting 2. 24-22, USC. A minute 2 to play. Just like that, the Hounds are back in it. The Hounds are 4 for 4 from the field in their last 5 trips down. He came up empty on a turnover. 1:02 to play. McClendon shooting the back end of a 2-shot foul. It's good. St. Clair leads by 6. Continue to deploy. They call it a 3-quarter press. Hounds working. Very nice to get to the basket there. Jalen Youngblood cuts the lead. Cuts the lead to 1. We're under a minute to play. Just about where we started, all knotted up. (25-24). (24 seconds left to play.
Number 11, Isaiah Adams is first.
25-24, and 24.1 to play. Good half, very good half. Greyhounds got hot, they cut this lead. It was 11 at one point. They had it down to 1. 24.1 seconds to play. Here come the Hounds. Chance to tie. Right side. It's off, but it's Jalon Youngblood. Right side. It's good for 2. He was fouled going up. So with 10.5 to play, Jalon has a chance to tie this game at 26. These Hounds on a 13-2 run. (27-26) USC, 10.5 seconds to play. And it's good. 27 all. 10 seconds to play. Here comes Radfar, left side. Down to 5. Darius takes it right to the rack. Can't get it to fall. The big man throws one in, though. Throws one in late at the buzzer. 29-27. Welcome back, Panther fans. Second half is getting ready to go underway. 29-27 USC. holds to a 2-point lead. USC opened it up to a lead of 11 midway through the second quarter. And I'm going to watch the Greyhounds get hot from the field and pull within 2 at the buzzer. Start with 0 team fouls aside. Monessen had some foul trouble early. We'll have to keep an eye on that as the game wears on. They get some of their key guys in foul troubles, but possession arrow favored the Panthers. They inbound the ball. They're now working from your left to right on the television. They're in the offensive zone. Their point guard, Darius Radfar, working right side. Back to the quarterback, Hansberry. Hansberry works around a pick from Gabe Hoy. Hoy kicks it out to Radfar. Radfar right side, nothing there. Finds Hansberry at the free throw line. Ball's on the floor, bouncing around. Back to Hansberry. He'll pull it out and reset. 40-second possession so far. Hansberry gets a little space to operate, can't get it to fall. Rebound taken off by the Greyhounds. And here come Monessen with a chance to tie a minute into this third quarter. It's Jalen Rose right side. There's a left side. Antonio working against Hansberry. Ball's on the floor. Minor digs it out. 3-on-1. We got numbers this way. Minor on a fee from Radfar is fouled going up. 29-27. 6:52 to play. Minor to the line. I think Minor's got 7 on the night. He does.
First team foul at the line for St. Clair. Kyle Minor, shooting 2.
The first is good. Kyle off to a hot start here. Hot haircut, hot start. 30-27 USC. Minor with a chance to open it up to a 4-point lead, and he does. Just under 7 to play. St. Clair sticks with this full press. Forces Monessen into that. That's what they want to do with that, obviously, is create some turnover opportunities. Radfar with a deep 3. Can't get it to fall. The Greyhounds in transition. Pull the rebound off. Working underneath. Jacob Franowick working underneath. Radfar was trapped. We're going to take a quick break. 31-29 USC, 6:20 to play. Welcome back, Panther fans. 31-29 USC with a 2-point advantage, 6:20 to play. That's Colin McClendon inbounding the ball, finds Gabe Hoy. I beg your pardon, that was Jack Hansberry inbounding the ball to Hoy. Back to Hansberry, finds Radfar. Top of the key, trying to figure it out. Darius had a notion. You know he'd love to take it there. Big man Hoy creating some opportunities underneath. Kissinger picks up the trash. He finds Minor on the left side. And then very quickly, St. Clair turns Monessen right back over. It's 34-29. Minor hit a 3 from deep in that left corner. I think that puts that kid in the double digits. He's got 12 on the night. That's Hansberry for 3. Just like that, off this press, St. Clair has turned Monessen over. Monessen is down by 6. St. Clair filled it up there, led by junior Cal Minor. Radfar working right side, can't get anything to work. Kissinger working hard, goes up and is fouled on the way. 37-31, that's Monessen's second team foul. It'll send Kissinger to the line, shooting 2.
Second team foul.
Kissinger, the pride of Sky Ridge. 3 points tonight. I think he's got at least 3 rebounds. I like the way that kid plays defense. And I don't mean on the basketball floor. Yeah, they second team all conference. Matt Kissinger was. They put him in the, I think, one of 2 outside linebacker categories. Matt is an outside linebacker. He played a lot at the will spot. He hits them both. I liked him up on top of that coverage playing free safety. He's not afraid to pick off a pass. 39-31, USC back to this full press, forcing the Greyhounds to pass out of it. Meinert breaks that pass up. We got 5:15 to play. Greyhounds inbound the ball. McClendon on defense. St. Clair feels comfortable staying in his man-to-man switch defense against these Greyhounds. Shot goes wide. Hansberry with the rebound. St. Clair a little out of control here. Had a possession, had numbers, settle it down. Coach Danny Holzer, very popular among the student body here at St. Clair. You see him there, that's him yelling. 22nd season here. Greyhounds working, down by 8. Basket's good, Radford fouled him on the way up. Monessen with a chance to cut to 5. Yeah, Holzer. Back to Danny here a little bit. Holzer said this is as tough a 4-game stretch as he started a season with in some time. So he was looking forward to it. The and one was good. 39-34, 5-point lead. McClendon working right side. Looking for some help. It's not there. Greyhounds turn the Panthers over. I think we call that post-whistle officiating he's doing there. And that's officiating when the game's not going on. I don't know what's going on there, but the man in the stripes is, I think, told those guys to call it. 39-34, 4.5 to play. Greyhounds working against this press, which they have been since early in the first quarter. You got to pass out of that. Panthers are going to want them to dribble. And they turn them over. I think that's been the difference in the game. I think that's been the difference in the game, is that the Panthers have been able to turn Monessen over and convert.
And number 20, Matt Kissinger.
39-34, 4:20 to play. Greyhounds are going to sit in man coverage. That's a very nice pass.
Number 11, Kyle Meinert.
Hit Meinert underneath.
14 points.
I got to think that's a career high for Kyle Meinert. I'd have to think about this, but there's a chance I've seen every high school basketball game that Kyle Meinert's played in. If I've missed some, it hasn't been many, I don't know that I've seen him have 14 in a varsity game. I'll check after the game and report back to you, the Panther faithful, but I think it's a career high for Meinert. Panthers turn Monessen back over, find Meinert to hot hand. Meinert in the right corner, back out to Radfar, over to Hansberry left side. Hansberry ball fake, has a notion, pulls it in, gives it to Kissinger. Kissinger working outside. This is man coverage back up front. Kissinger, I beg your pardon, to Meinert. Finds an open Radfar. Darius can't get the 3 to fall. Back to Meinert. Meinert had a notion on that 3 ball. Doesn't go with it. Greyhounds turn them over. It's 41-36. USC by 5 with 3.5 to play. Meinert working on top. Finds Kissinger left side. It's the original 5 that they started the season with. Back on the floor right now. No foul trouble. Kissinger, good hard work underneath. Kissinger having a very good second half. That's 7 for Matt Kissinger. The lead is back to 7. We're under 3 to play in the third quarter. Jalen
Monessen basket, number 12, Justice Rice.
Rice takes it right to the rack, pulls Monessen within 2, 43-38. Hansberry wide open, left side. Can't get it to fall. Monessen with the rebound. Here they come. Monessen with a chance to cut. Outside, and Radford takes the charge. That's a nice charge. I thought it was a good call. You got a split building tonight, and that includes Coach Salvino. Coach Salvino does not like the call. 43-38. And they just teed up Coach Salvino. Now, Coach didn't like that charging call. He let him know about it, and they just teed him up. I think they teed him up. That's a quick tee. Always. And doesn't take many words. Oftentimes the choice of words.
At the line, Robert St. Clair shooting a technical foul. Number 11, Kyle Minor.
Well, Minor's going to shoot 2 on the technical. This is the front end. Coach Salvino is still very upset. He didn't argue that long. They couldn't have given him the tee on duration of the argument. Had to be on word selection. 44-38. USC, it's the real kicker on the technical. USC gets to inbound the ball. So it's a possession as well. Minor left side, right to the rack. Gets it to fall. Have a night, Cal Minor. 46-38. He's on a new level. Minor at 19 for the night. Kissinger, as Monessen off another turnover, finds Minor to the right side. I'm going to have to check with the Minor family. Kyle's grandfather, Mr. Minor, is a Division I basketball player, former Division I basketball player. And he played for the Greyhounds. He played for...
For the Panthers, checking in number 5, Jack Hansberry.
Played for Loyola? Yeah, the Greyhounds. So Minor's grandfather, Division I hooper. I say that because I'm going to have to ask him if he ever had 20 in a game. Cal Minor's approaching 20. 46-38, USC by 8 with 1:30 to play. Greyhounds trying to cut the lead without the clock moving. This is third quarters belong to USC. First and third belong to USC. That technical hurt. Timeout, Monessen, going to a break, 46-39. Welcome back, Pantherland. 46-39, USC leads coming out of a full timeout the Greyhounds called. 1:32 to play in this third quarter. I got a couple of things I got to work on between this broadcast and the next. The Greyhounds and the Panthers not the only folks out there working the rust off. Hansberry now working as Monessen jumps into a full press. And St. Clair has passed right out of it. They find Hansberry right side. Back to Radfar. And the pressure that Monessen's applying, even in this half-court set, is tight. Monessen wants to try and jar a turnover. They got an off-ball foul call on Jack Hansberry, and that'll turn him over. Here come the Coming Monessen Greyhounds, 46-39, a minute 15 to play. So we're going to check if this is a family high for Minard, whose grandfather played Division I. I forgot to mention, and may have slighted his cousin, the great Matthew Minard. Matthew played with Sean Lee here at Upper St. Clair High School. Matthew Minard. His game was not filling it up. No, Matthew was out there to do a different thing, and his success or failure could often be determined by how many fouls he issued. So I don't know that Matthew had 19 in the varsity game, but I'll check. Here come the Greyhounds, 46-39 with a minute to play, trying to cut this deficit. St. Clair is playing man-to-man. Monessen can't get it to fall. Minard 1-on-3, numbers aren't there. Ooh, they called that out on USC, but they say had a better angle than I did.
Substitution for the Greyhounds on the floor.
Not a bad opening game. Periods of good, fluid back and forth action, followed by choppiness that you'd probably expect in a first game of the season. And it's getting a little choppy here late. 46-39, 7-point Panther lead. We're under 40 seconds to play. Monessen, 3-point attempt, can't get it to fall. Monessen does a good work of blocking out underneath, working hard, and they draw a foul, a shooting foul going up. And give the Greyhounds an opportunity to try and score without the clock moving as they trail by 7. That's Radfar with the foul. That was his third. Monessen cuts it to 6. St. Clair would like to play for last shot, but this defense is tight. The Monessen's forcing their hands, trying to force a turnover. They are on them. They're not going to let them set up. They're going to force the issue and force each ball handler to make a decision. A dribble drive or to turn it over. Ball's on the ground. Minard working right side is good for 2. 48-40. That's the end of the third. Welcome back to Pantherland, folks. It's Phil Elias as we head into the fourth quarter of our final quarter of our first game here in the 2016-17 St. Clair Panther varsity Panther voyage. Panthers with an 8-point lead led by number 11, the Minard boy, Kyle Minard. He's got 21 in the night. A good student section turnout, too. We get a chance to swing it, camera back to the right, and we'll get a shot, see if we can't pick up some celebrities at the next time out. Monessen can't get it to fall. Kissinger with the rebound. Kissinger's had a particularly strong game on defense, I think. And Monessen is playing this very, very tight press defense, and they're going to force the issue.
Jack Hansberry is third. Team foul, number 5.
Hansberry guilty of a foul. 7.5 to play in the game. Monessen down by 8 with a chance to cut. Still hanging around here. Lead's been as big as 11. Monessen had it to 1 just before the second half. And then a sequence in the third quarter. St. Clair went on a run, and Coach Salvino of Monessen was teed up. So who do we got over here? That's our student section.
Substitution for Monessen, number 1, Gerard Youngblood.
Decent night here at the yard. attendance-wise. 48-40. USC trying to hold on and go 1-0 here in the early season. Tough opening stretch of games, including this one against the always good Monessen Greyhound program. You got a floor foul on Monessen. That's their 6th of the half.
Greyhounds personal foul number 5, Lyndon Henderson, his 4th. Team foul
You got
number
some.
6.
The Hounds starting to show up with some foul trouble now. They had 10 fouls in the first half. They got 6 with basically a quarter to play here. You're going to see some of their kids. Mr. Henderson had to take a seat there. That was his 4th. Radfar working right side, trying to find a seam. Finds Minert. They motion the ball around, doing the same thing. Not sure what the call was there. I guess it was off ball. They called something on the Minert boy. He's asking what he did. They called him on a moving pick. Tiki-take. 48-40, under 7 to play. Monessen with a chance to cut, and they do at the baseline. Leads down to 6. Monessen, I'd imagine, in this man defense is going to stay in this tight, aggressive defense to try and force St. Clair to turn it over or to have a quick possession. And you got the turnover there. 48-42, St. Clair back to a press. Monessen quickly breaks it, throws up a 3. It's off the back iron. Here come the Panthers. Ball's turned over. Back come the Greyhounds, trying to run the floor. Back and forth there with a series of turnovers. Sophomore Farah checking in at the scorer's table. He is going to replace Darius Radfar. 48-42. USC leads by 6. Jack Hansberry right side. Had an ocean. Pulls up. Finds Minert. Minert back to Hansberry. Ball's loose. And there's Kissinger back on defense. Kissinger's had a very quiet, good defensive night. Minert was fouled going up.
Foul number 12, Justice Rice.
It's a 1 and not sure.
Number 7.
So it was a 7th team foul. It's a timeout. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, Minert will be shooting. Welcome back to Pantherland, folks. St. Clair 48. Monessen Greyhounds 42. 5:42 to play. And the Minert boy heads to the line. Cal Minert 21 on the night.
At the line for St. Clair, shooting 2, Kyle Minert.
A little long. Kyle still amped up. Good energy for game 1. 3.5 quarters in. Kyle playing with a lot of juice tonight. Can't get him to fall. There's Kissinger. Just out working the next guy for a rebound. Hansberry's 3 ball is in. Halfway down, pops out. Greyhounds 48-42. Looking to cut. Very tough Monessen team. Well, a step back 3. They caught him on a travel though. He forgot the dribble. The Greyhounds are laid off that full court press. They send a guard out. Radford trying to take that coast to coast. They send a guard out and then play very aggressive, tight defense in their own end. 48-42. Monessen having to work against a full court St. Clair press, and they have for most of the night. A little teardrop, can't get it to fall. Monessen outworks them underneath. They cut this thing to 4. St. Clair needs a basket. Radfar open right side, had a notion on a long 3. Decided against it, finds Minor. Minor back to Radfar. St. Clair content to burn a little clock and take a high percentage shot. They continue to move the ball. Find McClendon back to Minor. Good ball movement here. St. Clair patient. Monessen allowing to do something they haven't been able to do most of the night, and that's get into a long offensive set and burn clock. And that's what it results in. Hansberry takes it to the rack after a long set and is fouled going up. Monessen, for one of the few times tonight, allowed St. Clair to get set. St. Clair moved the ball, burned clock, attacked the rim, got fouled. And Hansberry is good for the old-fashioned 3. 7-point USC lead, 4 to play. USC continues to press with this full court pressure. Defense forced the Monessen timeout. 7-point lead with 4 to play, going to a break. Back to action here, 51-44. These Greyhounds playing down by 7. 4 of those 5 Greyhounds on the floor right now are also football players. The only non-football player out there right now is Rice. So physical team, to be sure, playing against St. Clair. 51-44, we got 3:40 to play. A lot of turnovers here, game 1. Monessen down by 7. Looking to get hot again. They had a run, a real quick run, second quarter, put them right in there. But they've turned the ball over a number of times. Traveling is the call. We got 3.5 to play. Monessen forcing the issue, gets a turnover. 3 ball off the front iron, can't get it to fall. Minor with the rebound, long rebound. Numbers coming back, finds Nelson underneath. Nelson back out to Minor. Minor had a notion on the 3 ball, finds Radfar on the right side instead. They pull it out, and here we go, into burn mode. Radfar on the ground. That was a timeout, St. Clair. They were awarded the timeout. Monessen doesn't like the call. They don't think St. Clair had the ball.
Timeout, Upper St. Clair.
51-44 with 3 to play. Welcome back to Pantherland, folks. Phil Elias here in your first game of the year. Upper St. Clair Varsity Panthers 2016-17 campaign. And some Monessen Greyhounds. USC leads by 7 with 3 to play. And this Model Classic tip-off. 10th year of this classic, Model Cleaners. 12 locations. Minor, open, left side, can't get it to fall. Kissinger, rebound, puts it in the trash. 53-44. St. Clair has opened it up. Back to a 9-point lead. Had a quick foul there. Number 11. Minor.
Upper St. Clair foul, number 11, Kyle Minor, his 4th.
It's Minor's 4th.
Shooting 1 and 1. Sharon Youngblood.
The Youngblood at the line, shooting 1 and 1. Can't get it to fall. Kissinger with another rebound and another foul. I think that's going to put
Greyhounds foul number 1, Jerron Youngblood.
Jerron Youngblood is out.
At the line, shooting 1-1 for Upper St. Clair.
He is fouled out.
Kissinger on the floor for the Greyhounds, number 5, Lyndon Henderson.
2:46 to play. St. Clair by 9. Kissinger is 7 on the night. Misses the front end there. Matthews had a very good game defensively. He gives him a good ration of the business there and gets away with it. Back come the Greyhounds with a 3-ball. Try to pull him back in. Kissinger just cleaning glass tonight on both ends. Like it's his J.O.B. Kissinger and Minard have had a night tonight, the 2 juniors. 2:25.
Personal foul number 12, Justice Rice.
St. Clair by 9. 2:25 to play.
2 shots.
It's a two-shot foul here. Colin McClendon, the sophomore, will shoot 2. Front end no good. Can't make 2, make 1.
For Monessen, number 11, Isaiah Adams.
Colin makes the back end. St. Clair back to double digits. 10-point lead. Hey, you know, if Danny can hold here, Coach Holzer that is, I think he feels pretty good about this opening night win. Spirited, tough, determined, well-coached Monessen Greyhound team. And the fouls are starting to stack up here as we
Upper St. Clair personal foul number 20, Matt Kissinger. His first. At the line, shooting 2, Justice Rice.
Justice Rice shooting 2.
Back on the floor for the Panthers, number 3, Darius Ratford. And number 25, Colin McClendon.
Win or lose, St. Clair will play at 7:30 tomorrow night. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's December 10th. No play CV. The crosstown rivalry is renewed. (54-46). These Greyhounds don't want to leave. They've gone to a full court press. McClendon takes it, drops it for 2. McClendon looks good tonight. Back to 10. Greyhounds with a quick basket and a timeout. 56-48 USC with 1:39 to play, going to a break. Welcome back, Pantherland, folks. Phil Elias with myself as the cameraman. If you're watching this, you've got a young man or a young woman who wants to make, I think it's $20. The boosters will pay you. Tell them to tell him or her to reach out to someone and let them know we need a cameraman. St. Clair inbounding the ball will do so against a full court Monessen Greyhound press. That's Hansberry left side. He was trapped in. I don't know what they called there. I guess he stepped on a line. Monessen turns him over. Greyhounds are down by 8 with 1.5 minutes to play. Coach Holzer playing a little offense, defense. Out goes Radfar. In comes Nelson. That's off Panther down there on the left side. 1:25 to play. And that's I need to keep stats up here. I got to think Kissinger's got 10 rebounds, if not more on the night. Matthew goes up and he's fouled. He's also at, I think, 7 points for the evening. That kid's working on a double-double.
Greyhounds, personal foul, number 11, Isaiah Adams. His third, at the line, shooting 2 for Upper St. Clair, Matt Kissinger.
Kissinger shooting 2. The fouls have stacked up on both sides here in the second half. A lot of them. Monessen was in the double bonus, or USC was playing from the double bonus in both halves. (56-48). We've got a running clock. Greyhounds trying to do something with his 8-point deficit against the defensive set of McClendon, Hansberry. Meinert. They gave Meinert the foul call there. I like that. Meinert will shoot 2. Meinert may have the scoreboard, his new scoreboard says he has 17. I had him at 21. Yeah, Meinert's at 17, so I had him at 21 earlier. He's shooting 2 here. First one's good. It's got to be that new haircut. Man, he got cleaned up for this first game, I'll tell you what. They must have taken him to the barber today. And put product in it. It hadn't moved all night. Meinert hits them both. That's 19 for the kid. Under a minute to play, 10-point USC lead. 3 ball. It's down. Monessen cuts it to 7. McClendon. The Kissinger. Kissinger throws it out. They want to burn some ball here. We got 38 to play and a 7-point St. Clair lead. St. Clair going to a full timeout. We're going to take a break. Welcome back to Pantherland, you all. It's 58-51 with 38.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Panthers trying to shut it out and close it down. Go 1-0 here in the early going. Ooh. Radfar ended up on the floor prior to St. Clair inbounding the ball. We are in the double bonus. And that'll send Darius Radfar, the senior from Tall Trees, to the line, shooting 2. I think this St. Clair team played good tonight. They withstand a pretty good surge by Darius. Hits the back end of that 2-shot foul. They withstood a surge late in the half by Monessen and hold on here and look like they get a win here. As Coach Holzer subs out Radfar. Good hustle effort play by McClendon, gets on the ground. Radfar was subbed out for Nelson, and the Greyhounds still foul. They're going to send Meinert to the line. Kyle will be shooting 2. He's got 19 on the evening. I quoted the kid at 21 before. Hair still looks pretty good. In and out. Make this back end, Kyle. Give yourself 20 tonight. Trying to look up in those rafters up there. I do see his cousin, Matthew Meinert, in the house. I get an ISO on him when I can. Meinert, good for 20 tonight. St. Clair leads by 20, or leads by 9. 3 balls down. It's a 60-56 game with 12.5 to play. I'm not sure what's happening here. We still got a game going on here, folks. That was interesting, spontaneous, passionate. Okay, well, that's 1,000 points for that young man. The refs are trying to figure this out here. It's 60-54. It's actually a two-possession game now. 12 and a half to play. They're going to check here. Not sure how they're going to sort this out. I'm going to show you a little something here. That is Matt Minor, the dark shirt, third one in. Heck of a ball player here. Can't see who's with him, but I know Matt Minor when I see him. That's Kyle's cousin. He played with Sean Lee here, and Coach Danny Holzer. I think Coach Holzer, they're trying to sort this out. A couple of Monessen fans came onto the floor to celebrate Rose's three-pointer that gave him 1,000 career points. There was nothing called there, and I think Coach wants a technical. They're not getting it right now. I think they escorted those young men out. Jaden Aldermore, number 3, is a senior. Got 1,000 points in his first game of his senior year. Coach Holzer still trying to sort it out. I gotta, I'm no expert, but I gotta guess they're unlikely to change their decision. Coach Salvino's joined the conversation now. I think Holzer wants some sort of technical foul called here. That little burst of energy you saw going across in the red sweater vest to your right side, that, my friends, is Landy Fratteri. See him coming back now? Love you, Landy, but you could win an ugly sweater competition. I hope you intended to do that, but he's doing play-by-play down courtside. Guess they didn't have an extra seat. I'm standing up here, my back's killing me. 60-54, 12 and a half to play. Inbound the ball to Darius Radfar in the left corner.
Timeout call, Upper St. Clair.
That's a foul.
Full timeout.
On Monessen, and St. Clair just called a full timeout. We're down to 10 seconds to play. Yeah, that's Lanny. Lanny's down there. Let's see if we can get a little shot on him. He's got headphones. Where his camera is. Oh, he's actually on the radio side. That's why he wore that sweater. I'm not sure who's doing the game with Lanny there. Oh, we got Gavin Williams. We got G. Williams over there. Yep, that's Gavin right there. Gavin doesn't like the call. It's Dr. Freilich and Coach Del Rey trying to get an explanation. Dr. Freilich, PhD in life. Tell it like it is. Holzer's ready to move on. Oh, that was a timeout call down there. That was not a foul on Darius. So we got 9.6 to play. Jim's starting to filter out here. We're not quite done yet. Need that ball inbounded. They're going to have to foul Matthew over there. They do. We got 6.5 to play. Matthew make a shot here. And St. Clair can crack the apple juice wide open. Good opening game. A lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers. I think St. Clair played tough. Weathered the best storm that Monessen could throw at them. And looks like they're going to get out of here with a 1-0 record. Kissinger is good. That gives him 8. I'd like to see him go to 10. If he goes 10, he'd be double. Second one, no good. Matthew gets his own rebound. It's at least the second time he's done that tonight. They're going to run the clock. Folks, that's a final from Pantherland. 61-54 USC is 1-0. I'm Phil Elias, and I bid you good night.